So I realized I find out why I'm being censored. It's because the Chinese don't want the kids to hear me. It's the Chinese. They don't want me to speak to our own kids. So I guess I'll just have to suffer and be poor. I've been poor my entire life. The Chinese hate poor people, by the way. If you haven't figured it out, the Chinese do not like poor people at all. Neither do the Indians. They think poor people are how you become poor. Like poverty's contagious. That's what they believe, that poverty is actually contagious. They believe in this ethereal bullshit, mystical crap luck. So when they tell you they're atheists, they're full of shit. They're superstitious as fuck. So you're aware. The Chinese and the Indians, they're more superstitious than the Mexicans. They actually believe that they can catch bad luck from poor people. And the poor people are just people who have caught bad luck over successive generations. And they just kept falling into bad luck. Do you understand? That's what these people actually believe. And when you say, oh, it's okay, these people are tolerant, they're nice. No, they are not. No, they are not. Yeah, that's why it keeps getting worse when we keep pouring more and more of them in. The system that's being built is what they believe. They're building what they believe. They're building this system where poverty is a contagious thing. Where a poor person stops in front of your home, you could catch it. Like booga booga, like ooga booga, like curses and shit. Do you understand? These people believe in curses. And it doesn't matter what age group it is. They all do. All of them. I've spent enough time in that part of the world to tell you. They all believe in this. It's all superstition. You see them with these little ticks and they're like, oh yeah, it's courtesy, it's courtesy. Putting coin in the thing. They're putting the coin in there because they know it's a sign of poverty if you don't. And if you put a coin in there, that means the person that owns the store won't harass you the next time you go in there. And if you don't put a coin in there, the person that owns the store will look down upon you and have employees follow you home to harass you. Do you understand now? That's how it is in China. I can't imagine India being much different. I've only been to China twice, and that's how it is. That's how they treat people that are poor. If you walk into their store and you have any kind of resemblance of, doing manual labor or something like that, they'll look down upon you. They'll want to hurry you up and chase you out of the store. That's how these people are. There's no tolerance. They don't tolerate poverty. Do you understand? So if you're on a fast track of screwing the United States over, keep voting for these people that support Israel and China. Keep voting for these people that vote Israel and India. Because that's where you're ending. Like you're going to end up Chinese and Indian. Because they outnumber us like 10 to 1. There's like 10 times Asian. 10 times more Asians than there are Americans. And they're already here. They're already running cities. Look at Boston. That woman is a nut job. That city is a mess. And it's only going to get worse. And I guarantee it, if we investigate further, we're going to find money laundering. 100% guaranteed they're always involved in money laundering or drugs. They're always involved in one or two things. Money laundering and drugs. They're the mafia. I believe you'd call them the triads. And before anybody thinks that the triads have been eliminated and phased out by the CCP, you're wrong. The CCP bought the triads out. They bought them out. They work for the CCP. In any incidents where you see them competing with the CCP, it's because the local district requires somebody to act as a hammer against their anvil so they can properly remove people who are not productive enough. You're a slave to them. You're nothing more than human capital. That's how they see you. They see you as cattle. They're managing you. You're not free when you elect these people. They don't believe in freedom. None of this constitutional stuff matters to them. Going on the constitutional stuff, if you look around, there are no people supporting the Constitution. Nobody is supporting the Constitution whatsoever. You won't see it. Nobody in the legislative branch is supporting it. Nobody in the executive branch is supporting it. The judicial branch definitely does not support it. Never have you seen a lower court judge find in favor of the Second Amendment. It's never happened. They always find in favor of the ATF. If you go and examine all the cases, every single case where the FBI or the ATF had to perform an arrest or an apprehension, that person is convicted. And almost 100% of the times, it's 12 years and up. They get 12 years and up for a felony firearms possession charge for some random thing. Nobody supports the Constitution. So if you are a pro-constitutional person, you need to be realistic. Nobody in any government anywhere in this fucking country is pro-Constitution. I don't care if they pay lip service to the NRA. The NRA is not constitutional. They don't uphold the Constitution. This idea that somehow you're going to, hoorah, cold dead hands with whatever, he's dead. That generation is dead. The greatest generation passed on, and the boomers don't give a fuck about the Constitution. They were bathed in communist bullshit from childhood. Their whole brain is just soaked in communist shit. There's nothing we can do. They outnumber us, they outvote us, they have all the wealth. The communist takeover was the goddamn baby boomers. They fucked us over. Do you get it now? We're on the same page now? There's no Constitution left. That's what they're talking about. That's why people like that Michelle Wu bitch is out there in Boston fucking those people over. That's why the governor of Virginia is out there banning guns outright, wholesale. She's just passing laws, throwing them at the wall until they fucking stick. Because eventually, everybody will run out of money trying to sue the government. Government doesn't run out of money because they can just take out a loan and take your money. Or they can just arrest you, seize your assets and hold an auction, and then take that money and keep going and keep passing more laws and keep going to court. And that's not even to mention the fact that it doesn't cost the government to go to court. The court is the government. It doesn't cost them any money. That person that shows up in court to defend whatever governor or whatever, that person was already going to be in court that day. You're just another case along the line. You're just another person along the line. That person, that lawyer is still getting paid. Whether they show up there or not, they get paid the same amount. They are a government lawyer, government attorneys. There's nothing different. You understand? Like, there's nothing you and I can say is going to change these people's minds. They don't care. They want to keep selling the United States out because they want this worthless shit fiat that doesn't buy anything. How do I know it's worthless shit fiat? I've been working my whole life. I have none of it left. It doesn't go anywhere. All I do is pay my bills. I have enough money. I don't even have enough money to pay all my bills. Like, my accounts go negative every month. Do you understand? All I can do is pay my bills. Do you understand? I'm a medically retired veteran. I got screwed. They screwed veterans over. And what am I going to do? Go work with somebody that hates me? I got trafficked, so we won't talk about that. Like, these gangs working for these communists trafficked me. And it sounds crazy. It happened. And now you understand there's no Constitution. There's nothing. There's nothing anybody can do. I'm not doing shit. I'm done. I'm 45 years old. I have nothing to show for 45 years of life. I started working at the age of 13 years old. I've been working my entire life. I have nothing to show for it because of thieves. Asset forfeiture and thieves took everything. I've never been compensated. I've never been helped. I got kicked to the curb when I needed help. So now you understand the veteran community is full of shit. When I actually needed help, there was nobody there for me. They told me, go live your training. That's what they told me. I moved back to Wisconsin, help my uncle, maybe he'd help me. Same thing. No help, no assistance, nothing. I've never had help at all in my life. My mother was murdered when I was young. I grew up alone. No assistance, no help anywhere. Literal bone-breaking poverty. I actually lived in a field for 3 days once with nothing to eat. I almost starved to death up here in Wisconsin. So, now you can comprehend where I'm coming from. You're not coming from the same place I am. I am the guy these people fucked over. You might get off lucky today because there's a lot of rich white trash up here in Wisconsin. Let me tell you, there's a lot of it. And they like to fuck people over because white trash does that. White trash tends to be sadistic. And you know what, Donald Trump? I don't care that you don't like the term white trash. Being who I am and having seen what I have said, what I've seen, there definitely is white trash. And I don't care about your 14 words, people. I've definitely seen white trash. It goes for everybody, every white group there is. Oh, I'm the KKK, fuck you. Ain't no white person can help you. You never helped me before. The only help I ever got from these so-called white organizations that tell everyone that they help white people is I had my genealogy question. I had my genetics question and my fucking background. They're like, are you sure you're not a Mexican? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Yeah, that's where I'm at in life. I had the KKK and the neo-Nazis questioning me if I was actually a white man. They're like, we think you're a Mexican because you're short. Yeah, 5'8" is not short, and poverty hinders growth. But what would I know? I'm just a poor white guy that doesn't know how to do anything, right? No skill sets whatsoever. So why are you still stealing my intellectual property then? Why are you still spying on my laptop? And you gotta get a better computer.